Oh, geez. Well, this wood is not dry. It's been raining for days. All the wood is wet, which means no fire. Or does it? Today I'm going to show you how to make fire starter from cotton balls, oil, and wax right here on Cabin Life. Hi folks, I'm Glenn. Welcome back. If this is our first time meeting, please consider subscribing to our channel. We're all about the outdoors, sharing our experiences around the off-grid cabin and the woodlands and wetlands right here on our 40 acres in Ontario, Canada. You know, sometimes starting a fire is a real problem, especially when you need it most, either for cooking or warmth, in the case of an emergency. But what are you going to do if it's been raining for several days, the wood is all wet? Sometimes you just need that, that extra little bit of assurance. So today I'm going to show you how to make an emergency fire starter using 3 ingredients: cotton balls, oil, and I've got a pot of melted wax here. So sometimes it's really hard to start a fire, especially after days of rain and all the wood is wet. You need that extra insurance to get a fire going. And sometimes all it takes is getting the right starter so that you can maintain that flame to dry out the wood enough that it'll catch and start a good strong fire. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this emergency fire starter with nothing more than some cotton balls and some oil and a little bit of wax. And you may notice I've got the maple syrup on the boil today. We are boiling down sap for maple syrup, and just thought that I'd show you how to do this emergency fire starting stuff, seeing as it's going to be raining over the next few days, and I need to make some. To make some of these cotton balls for the emergency fire starter. So I'm going to show you how to do that. As you can see, I've got a torch going here now, the emergency fire starter, and so all that we do is we start off with some of these cotton balls. This is a bag of 200 for a few dollars, and I'm going to put a bunch of them in here like so. And then I've got some mineral oil. Now you can use another type of oil if you want. We just happen to have the mineral oil here. From what I understand, there are some cheaper oils, but you just liberally put some of that in there. And we'll just let that kind of soak in. And work those in. Alright, so once you're satisfied that the oil has worked its way into the cotton balls nicely, then I like to kind of roll them, squeeze them, and then let the oil soak right in. And then they're well saturated. And then it's just a matter of dipping them Now what I do is I just pull out a little bit of the cotton, hook it on with a stick, and dip that in and just let it sit and cool off. And this tuft, I just pull the tuft out a little bit and then hook it on with a stick or tweezers or whatever you want. Dip it in, let the excess drain off, and set it down and let it cool. And you can see this torch here is going quite well, and I think they go for about pretty much around 10 minutes. Beautiful spring day. As these cool, the wax hardens and makes a shell around them. And the reason why I actually like using the cotton balls with the oil soaked and the wax is because the wax tends to make it act like a candle, and it acts like a torch for quite some time, and just a great fire starter. It actually provides a nice little light at night for you know, a torch, and so it works really well. The wax helps to make the balls waterproof. You can store them in a baggie, you know, put them in your pack, your pocket, and they're there nice and dry for when you need them. You know, there may be people that say, well, as far as from a fire starting standpoint, you know, using cotton balls and whatnot, it's not, you know, it's not really a traditional thing to do. And as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really matter if it's traditional or not. The main thing is that you get a fire started when you need to have a fire started, whether that means you need to use whatever materials that it takes in order to get a fire started in an emergency situation. With us living here in the wilderness on our 40 acres, we have fires daily, and we use for cooking, warmth, light at night. It's entertainment. That's our cabin TV, our television. Actually, we sit around the campfire, and that becomes our entertainment for the night. So fire is very important to us. Okay, so we're going to test this. We're going to see how long it burns. Go. Well, there you go. It's just a little bit of flame there. It's all but out. So that's how you go about making oil-soaked cotton balls dipped in wax as an emergency fire starter. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing and check out this video right here. Till next time, I'm Glenn. Over and out.